So I keep trudging out.
Welcome back to Supers Live, and what a race it was for the 14th annual Billy Vukovich III Classic presented by Supermodified Scorecard.com. A crazy finish. In fact, one of the wildest finishes we've had in this race in quite some time between two teammates and a last lap backstretch pass. And the winner is Keith. Put one on your pal, Keith. You sure put one on your teammate tonight. What were you thinking when you saw him get into the wall with just a half a track left in this 100 lapper?
Oh, I couldn't believe it. Man, what a race. Steve, he's great at this track. He actually taught me how to run this track, gave me the setup, and we were just on it tonight. And man, the race is going great, just like we wanted it. Me and him kind of wanted to take off from the field, and that's what we did. And then I think twice when we come up on lap traffic, he got just a touch damage because there at the end he was really starting to push, but I just didn't have enough for him. The car gets super tight when I get right on him, and then that was the only way I was going to be able to is get right on him and then come off the corner and try to get back in the throttle a lot quicker. And I tried, and I was starting to miss my marks. Car starting to push really bad, so I was kind of content. And there, with 2 to go, I really come up on him. But I didn't think I had anything for him. I was just sneaking under him, coming off of 2, and then he got in the wall, and then I got in the back of him, and we both got in the wall, and then it was just a race down into turn 3. I just can't believe it happened like it did on that last lap. But man, I'm just so excited. This is the third 1-2 finish for us this year, and I'm just super stoked that we got some pretty good cars this year, and I love battling him. I love battling my teammate. I tried worrying him about in the middle part of the race. I think it's right around lap 50 or 60. I'd make a really, really hard charge at him and try to worry him a little bit, but I couldn't do nothing with him. The car just get too tight. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. I kind of wish it not would have happened. We wouldn't have touched anything on the last lap, and I would have been just as happy finishing second. He's kind of mastered this race. I've never won it. It's one of the memorial races that I really wanted to win. And, wow, I did it. I'm a Billy Vukovich, the third Memorial Day winner. So this is like, I'm super stoked. Real quick, I just want to thank Super Modified Scorecard and John Davison. Man, miss having him around. But big thank you to him putting this on for this race. And thanks to Supers, First Finish Race Servers, Kevin Timmons for all the video and production work he does. Man, he makes these look awesome. And I want to thank Icings on Top. And the Mayfield Missile was just on it tonight. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked.
It definitely was on it. Congratulations, Keith Powell, another Ohio winner of the Vukovich III Classic. Beats his teammate. Let's talk to the teammate now. Steve, this has to be a bittersweet finish for you to lose your fourth one after leading all but the last lap. But to lose it to your teammate, I guess that maybe might make things better. Is that the case? How do you feel about this one? This was a tough one to lose, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's frustrating. But congrats, Keith. That's awesome. Everything worked out to plan. I guess we ran out of talent there in the last half lap.
Steve, looked like the car went away. You talked about it at the beginning of the show, as we opened the show, that even though this is NASCAR heat, the tires do wear out, especially in a 100-lap race and here at Mesa Marin. Was that the case? What happened out there? Because it certainly looked like Keith was able to come up to you awfully quick there with about 8 laps to go.
Yeah, I had Carl and Nelson were racing real hard, and came up on them to lap them. And Carl got into Nelson, looked like he checked up a little bit, and there was a little contact there. And the car got a little tighter, but it wasn't horrible. But that last lap got it. It was already tight, and then got a little bump, and the minute I hit the gas, and when it just shot up to the wall. But no, the car actually it was good the whole race. I was trying to, the gap between me and Keith kind of the same, and trying to save a little bit. I thought we did a pretty good job of that, but just didn't work out today.
Well, Steve, it was awful close, but still a good points night for you, winning the dash and fourth quick on time trials, and a second place, nothing to sneeze at. One of the best finishing records of anybody in the history of Supers at this particular race. So congratulations to you, Steve, on a fine second place run. Well, folks, we want to remind you again that coming up next week, we've got another special race. It's the Jeff Russell Special at the Bull Ring in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we'll be racing to help raise money for Jeff Russell, a super modified racer who was injured in 2010 at the Bull Ring in an SMRA event, the final practice session in October of 2010. Jeff suffered a traumatic brain injury and continues to heal with that injury today. So we're going to be raising some money. Any donations made to the Dion Parrish Memorial Benevolent Fund for Super Modifieds will be forwarded to the Jeff Russell Road to Recovery Fund in the winner's name. So tune in for that next week. That's an R Factor platform event. And we continue on our Western Swing the week after that with the St. Patrick's Day Grab of the Green at Rocky Mountain Raceways, and then off to I-70 Speedway for the Show Me State 50 as we finish up our Winter Western Swing, our expanded Winter Western Swing. So a lot of good racing yet on tap here at Supers, and you can find out about all of that on supers.net when you click the Schedule tab, or follow us online at Supers Online on Twitter, Facebook.com/SupersOnline, Instagram, Supers_online, and also on YouTube at Supers Online Racing. Folks, if you joined us on Twitch tonight, we'd love to have you hit that follow button, and so you can be notified when we go live. And if you're not on Twitch, go to twitch.tv/SupersOnline and watch all of our past videos. So until next week, from Mesa Marin Raceway, remembering the wonderful man and good super modified race car driver that he was, a 3-time starter of the Indianapolis 500-mile race, a rookie of the race for the Indianapolis 500-mile race, just like his grandfather and father before him, Billy Vukovich III, and the winner of the Billy Vukovich III Classic, Keith put one on your pal with an exciting last lap backstretch pass on his teammate, Steve Callahan. So for production manager Kevin Timmons and Breeze Grass,